It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the Vikings coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. To the air with McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, McCarthy. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Algier taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
23 yards on the play.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake. Now Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 38 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Dumps this one off to Algier. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Penix. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
They juked him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To the air, Penix. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Fighting to stay upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Algier now up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively for the breakup, Charvarius Ward.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. They'll throw with Penix. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And looking to throw, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Well, now how about this return?
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's McCarthy.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. Kenneth Gainwell, a touchdown run in the victory.